meters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. All right. Let me enjoy myself right now.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Do you believe what we're seeing? To see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. And he scores with the counter. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter. Catch and shoot. How about that time counter shot? So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You just see the nerves of the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. That counter shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. And there's the bell for round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Perfect counter shot. The right hook misses. There's a counter shot. And that left hook doesn't find its target. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Nice Nice counter shot. Bombs away. Just missed with that hook. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they'd let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, the being in fights like that, when you think, come on, bro.
There's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. The perfect counter lands. Really going deep into the gas tank on this round. fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Punch, counter punch. Back and forth they go. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. The referee determines that we're good, and we will continue to fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's going to let him get back in. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Let's start the sixth. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good body shot. Haven't seen a lot of those. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford. And there's the bell for round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Can't land the jab there. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Good counter punching. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to rhythms, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close.
A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that again.
about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
Unbelievable heart.
And we enter the 8th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
The stamina is off the charts. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's always fascinating to watch 2 good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. Swing and a miss with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. Life's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given the task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared. Fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the name range heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out, cage. I ain't got to do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah.